Hey, what's up, good people? How's everybody doing out there? Everybody good? Excuse me. Uh, I really don't even have anything specific to say. Um, it's probably just like I got a few leftover rants in my head that I'm gonna just spit out here just to get them out. So I can move on. You gotta empty the container to refill it, you know? So one of the things this week I was thinking about was what people call the devil, right? Without going into the whole history of the name, whether it's Satan or Lucifer or Yaldabaoth, whatever his name is, Ahriman, and all these different energies that people consider evil, right? Now, if you take the concept if you take the concept of God and whatever name you give it and what that is supposed to represent, like the source of all existence, of all everything known, everything known and unknown. And if that being encompasses all, to say that there's a energy that's evil is also calling that source evil, because otherwise you're saying that the devil or Satan possesses something outside of God's reach. Do you understand that? Like if you have a circle which is representative of what source has created, you're saying that Satan or the devil has something that's outside of this circle, which would make him or her, whatever, more powerful. You understand? Now, in my heart, there can't be a rival to source. So, the devil or Shaitan, Ahriman, these are all characters in the big movie. That was one thing I wanted to get off, because I hear a lot of, especially it's usually be Christians a lot that give this entity so much power. They always say he's a rival to God. And I'm like, how is that possible? I don't know where they get that from. Where do you get that he's rivaling God? Where does he get the power to imitate everything that God has created? I've never read that in all the books that I've read. An actual scripture that says that he has that ability. But nevertheless, that's on other people, and I'm not really going to criticize the beliefs. Just, I don't understand. I guess it would be right to mention the war. That's like kind of a big thing going on. What's funny about the war is that like back in 2020, or from 2020 up until now, you really didn't hear shit about ISIS or any kind of Muslim faction that was causing terror. It's like they got these things in a playbook. They got them in a playbook, and it's like we're not focusing on nothing else until we get the people to a certain level to think about this. Now we can move on to something else, because what the fuck happened to the drones? What happened to what was it called? AI Atlas 3 or whatever the fuck it was. You know, see, these things just drop out of the news, and people don't even notice. They just move right on to the next, and that's why they call it sheeple. You know, just like the sheep, you just stay in line, and you got your head up the sheep in front of you's ass, and you can't see. The blind leading the blind, and they're your shepherds, but not the goat. Catch my drift. But the war, there ain't nothing you could do about that. I mean, things, Epstein, all that kind of shit that was going on in Hollywood, there ain't nothing you could do about it. Why worry about it? Why worry about it? Their world doesn't affect them. You know what I'm saying? And it's not supposed to affect yours. You're supposed to be about your study. It's supposed to be about transmuting and transformation in your own life. Because certain events, people, or places will make that shadow side come out of you, whether you like it or not. And if you ain't cool with your shadow side, if you haven't united with that shadow side, it'll put you into a weird space. When you get in that weird space, usually that's like shame or guilt. Look at the horror movies. I kind of specialize in this drama, man, in that genre. I mean, all those movies deal with the horror movies is guilt. It's about childhood trauma and some kind of guilt, some kind of shame that the person has carried for such a long time, until one day it becomes a demon. And that's my idea of what a demon is. I don't give any credit to the ghoulish monsters that they show us on TV. Like, if you wanted to make a picture of the feeling or the stress level that it might cause there, it looks like that. It looks like a pretty fucked up microbe, or you know how they show like the little, if they show bacteria and viruses at a microscopic level, they look like little monsters. That's what these things are, man. That's what, you know, if you stop and look at them, like they you know, but it's a feeling, and it can send you into a weird space, you know what I'm saying? And while you're in that predicament, that's where these other lower entities can come in and start feeding off of you. But you can start spiraling down. And the next thing you know, you wind up depressed or some shit like that. And the more and more it adds on, now things become physical. Now you're getting, what is that? You get like a chemical imbalance. Now you need prescriptions. Once they get you there, you fucked. That's my worst fear right there. I don't want either one, but I would rather be in a regular prison than one of those psychiatric wards, man, where they just pumping you full of pills. Because I've been in the hospital before, and that medicine make you dream some weird shit. You go to some weird places with that fucking medicine, man. So just be careful of that, man. Don't let you get into a habit of being aware of what you're thinking. You know, when something fucked up come across, stop it. You don't belong to me. You know, because I think trying to become part of your regular rotation. You know, and it begins to, then it can grow. It can stay hidden and grow, just like regular, you know, parasites, mold, or anything funky that you can think of. When it sticks around, it can grow. And it makes it that much harder to deal with. So, you think, was there anything else I wanted to get off? Um, yeah, Trump, he bouncing all over the place, man. But if you remember the Chinese horoscope, the fire horse, right? That's one of the things. Like it was talking about. Like it jumps around. It's gonna be. We're gonna bounce over here. We're bouncing over there. Not we, but you know what I'm saying. The energy is gonna be coming through for this year. It's gonna bounce around a lot. You know, and it could end up. If you're not careful, like you end up fragmented. You know what I'm saying? When you spread too thin, come right in and, you know what I mean, chop you up or whatever. So stay grounded, man. Try to maintain some kind of regular regular practice to keep you grounded. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Just gonna hop on and holler at y'all for a minute. I'm trying to think, was there anything else that I was thinking about during the week that I wanted to get off, but maybe that's it. If there's something else, I'll come back. Until then, next time I see y'all, man, peace.